people. Oh, there we go. Hey guys, how do you like my new mic? This is my new toy for my birthday this year. This mic is supposed to be quite good. Hey, Strawberry. It's supposed to be able to record like ASMRs. Hey, do you want to say hi? Want to say hi to everyone? No? Okay. All right. So this video is about some of the animal-related scams that's out there. Now, because for those of you who's never been to my channel, my name's MeloCat. Hi, Dominique. How's it going? Now, for those of you who's never been to my channel is about cats, animal rescue, adoption, how to better take care of cats. I have 9 at home, and when I'm not at home, I actually talk about travel adventures. So now it's basically all the travel that's in Hong Kong. My mic is great. Tell me, like, great on a scale of 1 to like awesome. Hey, elbow cough, chill cat. I'm doing very good, actually. I think I'm reaching my end of year, so things are starting to wind down, so I can actually have a bit of a break. As you know, the middle of November till the beginning of December is actually really busy, and I just celebrated my birthday a while back, so it's good. Good things coming up, you guys. It's a 10. Are you serious? Wow. I was actually listening to the monitoring of this the voice, and I was like, wow, it makes my voice sound like awesome. So okay, anyway, so here it goes. I don't know, where you guys are, if the puppy scams, adoption scams, the rescue scams, or the Craigslist animal scams, is if that's a thing over there, but it is here. And there's actually more than I thought. I just looked up some online, and they sound awfully familiar. Because I guess some of these things I should pry like at our sympathy, and it's very hard for people like me to ignore it. Thanks, Dominique. Thank you. Yay. So I guess it's not. So the point of this video is not encouraging people not to help animals, but just to be a bit more vigilant. When things seem too crazy to be true, or it's like way too tear jerking, or if it's like way too out there, right? You know what they say: when something is too to be, it probably is right? So that's my logic. That's it. I will actually finish with a happy story that I actually had before. So, okay, so here we go. Let's dive right in. Now, the first one I saw online was from topdogtips.com. Now, this is about some of the puppy scams. Now, this is talking about people that decide to rescue from a shelter as opposed to buying animals. So good on these people, Adopt, don't shop. It says the Better Business Bureau actually conducted a study on Craigslist puppy scams, and similar to the internet sales of dogs, to find that about 12.5% of all reported online purchase fraud was specifically to puppy scams, which is really sad. Now, so this study actually include real stories of scammed people. Hey, everyone. Hey, thanks for coming in, by the way. Here are some examples of what these people do. It says one person sent money to a breeder of huskies but never got the puppies. So I guess, why would you send them money first? Now, a very similar thing happened with an English bulldog breeder, but the buyers could identify the fraud just before sending the money. Okay, so that's good. A woman found an online ad, to adopt puppy from the family for free, and then she only had to pay for shipping. Which she did. Still, the cost kept increasing, so extra payment for faster shipping, dog's health insurance, And then she kept paying until Delta Airline informed her that she's been scammed. Oh, ouch, that sucked. And then Delta sued the scammers later. Wow. Good Lord. So basically, they were saying that, here's the three main ways that these online puppy scams are done. So there's a fake breeder's website, which you can find from an online search. So ads from like eBay or Craigslist. I know it's common on Craigslist. I didn't know that, eBay was a thing. I know. See, this is the kind of Dominic. This is the thing, right? Like, back in the days, I think it's easier to trust people because we maybe live in smaller communities and everybody kind of just know everybody, especially where I grew up. But now with the internet, a lot of things can be faked and stuff like that. People a lot of them try to cut corners when they can. Facebook puppy scams where fraudsters disguised as real people post a sale of a dog for whom they wish to find a new home. Actually, I've seen those in Hong Kong before, where they have these like pedigree cats, and it's almost too good to be true because you don't see pedigree cats usually looking for homes. It's usually the street cats or the mixed breed ones. And when you see the purebred ones and they're looking for a good home, it turned out all the fees that they're asking for, or all the like medical blah blah blah, microchip blah blah blah, that adds up to like the price of actually buying a cat. So you thought you're adopting, but you just bought a cat, if that makes any sense. So in this case, for the dog one, they said fraudsters primarily take advantage of people who want a purebred dog, but do not want to pay a full price for the puppy at reputable breeders. Yeah, you get what you paid for sometimes, but why pay? Right? Not judging for people who decide to buy animals, but I'm just more of an advocate for adoption. Watch creepy pasta book. Yeah, I'm a fan of creepy pasta as well. But Craigslist, so don't trust Craigslist. It's so scary, isn't it? Don't think my external mic is working. Is not? Might be the camera mic is running. Okay, wait. Okay, what does it sound like? Does it sound like I'm using it at all? Might be the camera mic that is running? No way. No. Let me try that. Let me see what I can do here. Just hold on. Thanks for pointing it out, Calvin. Just hold on. Let me try. There's always a way around it. Okay. Oops. Thanks for pointing that out. Let me just give that a go. Unplugged. Plugged. Is this any better? In terms of the mic, let me know. Is the mic any better right now? Because I'm on my usual lav mic that I've been using for quite a while. And let me know if this is any better. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Much better. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so that's for people who are like, going to the breeders. Important facts from this puppy scam study, they often target people that's in their late teens and 20s. Okay, at least 80% of the online pet sales ads and websites are fake. They, just like most scammers, they usually use Western Union and MoneyGram, stuff like that. Most of the victims are from US, Canada, and Australia. US states with the most scams are California, Texas, Florida, and New York. Wow, that's weird. The average amount that these victims lose is $300, but in most cases, it can go up to like $5,000. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Most popular breeds that are to be found on these like fake ads,
Yorkshire Terriers, or French Bulldogs, because many people want them and they're hard to get. That's crazy. That is crazy. Adopt, don't shop. Adopt, don't shop. I say that all the time. Okay, it says 10 signs of puppy scams. I guess this kind of applies to the kitty scams as well, right? I know, right? Dominique, that's a lot of money. So the first, so the 10 signs, the price is awesome, okay? That's just like anything, right? So if you see like a purebred dog, that usually goes for like $5,000, or a cat, and then they're offering that for like 1/10 the price. So that kind of makes sense. If this is a local ad, the sellers will actually have reasons to avoid the face-to-face contact. Number 2, discounted or negotiable prices. Okay, so usually sell dogs that feel not show-worthy at a discount. Okay, so this is what I say for the reputable breeders, they sometimes sell the ones that are not suitable for dog shows or cat shows at a discount. And these animals are usually spayed or neutered. But in this, in these fake websites, if you see the ones that are still so-called worthy of breeding, then there's a chance that it's a scam. But I just don't like the breeding of purebred animals in general. But hey, yeah, that's one of the characteristics. Number 3 is the dog or the animal is free. Woohoo! But you pay for shipping. Actually, that is kind of, wait a minute. That's kind of like some of the human scams, isn't it? Like when they say that you won something, but then you have to pay for the shipping. So yes, you are getting the item for free, but you just have to pay for that crazy shipping. Again, it's like Western Union, MoneyGram, stuff like that. And because you can't trace them, and they'll keep emailing you back about, additional costs, and they'll just keep asking because they want it to be safer, more insurance, quicker, stuff like that. No refunds, returns, or warranties against health issues. Actually, I have something to say about that. I have seen a lot of the scams here, or not so much scams, but just dishonest business practices. Yeah, it's true. But I mean, I have no control over other people or not, or buying them or not. But I'm just saying, like, in the case of people that's buying them, that's one thing that's prevalent in the scams, is that there's like health warranties. But then the thing is, right, in Hong Kong, a lot of times if they say they have a health warranty, you bring them back, they'll swap you another animal, but then the other one basically just gets killed. They're not going to treat them. So it's kind of sad. It is very sad. Okay, the fifth red flag here is you can't contact a seller by phone. That's what happens with a lot of these scammers. Or the price actually goes up after the deposit. That's just really bad business practices. What? You pay the extra fees? Oh. So what happens is that here it says sometimes the so-called seller will promise a partial refund or insurance or shipping costs upon the dog's safe delivery, but it's a bait and hook, making you feel more confident and more secure. So you actually pay extra fees, and then they also pressure you by saying that if you don't pay those fees, you can actually lose the puppy that you're getting. Even worse, they'll report you to FBI they'll claim to report you to the FBI for animal abuse, because you're failing to pay puts the dog in danger. So that means they're actually blackmailing you. They're threatening to blackmail you, or no, they're blackmailing you. Another one is like sad story. The story of why a person is selling or rehoming their pups or adult dog becomes more complex and heart-wrenching as it evolves. There's a death in the family, loss of a job, moving into a place that doesn't take pets. Sometimes it's true, but you have to find a way to verify that. Yeah, I know, Dominique, that's crazy. Number 9, this one, the Google reverse image. Now, one of the quickest ways to identify the puppy scams or cat scams kitten scams, is to actually just reverse search, do reverse image search, right? Hi, Zara. That's a good idea. Like, I mean, with pictures now, you just can't really believe anything anymore because they can just find the picture somewhere else. Doesn't hurt to do a Google reverse image search. They had the same seller with different breeds for sale. So basically, a seller could have like all sorts of breeds, like you name it. You got this? Yeah, got it. Yep, got it. Yep, got it. They said, you know, one of here's some ways that you can actually avoid it. Educate yourself. Referrals, yeah, especially like with the reputable breeders. Was it trust the AKC? They collect information and enact inspections of breeders. That's pretty awesome because in Hong Kong, I don't think we have that kind of governing body, and I don't know how people can actually tell between an ethical or unethical breeder here. If you know, let me know. Call local vets. Yeah, I think the vets can actually, like, you know, refer you to a good breeder. Keep it face to face. That goes for any scams. They may want an okay. Yeah, a reputable seller, like the ones that actually care about the animals, they want to see the buyer's place. It's not just about the money. They want to make sure that the animal gets a good home. So that's a good sign. Pay with credit card. Yeah, if they're willing to. And hey, the coffee cat, love your name. It's your first time here, yeah? So yeah, so intent. Then there's some places where you can actually report these scams to authorities. I think this is for the United States. There's the BB's Scam Tracker, PetScams.com, Federal Trade Commission, and the State Attorney General. Pretty good stuff. So this is one of them. And actually, there's like animal sales and like rehoming scams. Rehoming scams, I actually see them more often here. Again, sometimes they make up like sad stories, or it's just something that really tugs at your heart. And then these pictures just keep recirculating. I think I've seen one in Hong Kong before where they say like a pet store was closing and they had to get rid of like 10, 20 dogs and 10, 20 cats. And if nobody takes them, they're going to drown them or something. It was like a really horrific story. And the story got out there. It turned out it was like freaking fake. Because again, those pictures were used in multiple places. So here it says, suspicious photos, description, or contact information. Sometimes you can just like copy and paste their whole description. And chances are that description is used in like multiple places. That's, yeah, because sometimes, or sometimes they have incorrect grammar or missing words. What is it? Or if they don't use an extension, like the email extension is not a common one. Let's see. Oh yeah, just like with any of the a Craigslist, it's good to be meeting in a public location rather than the seller's home. Did they say that when people are making transactions for a Craigslist, the best place to meet up is in front of a police station? Can you do that for pets? And let's see. Oh, so some of these scams, they insist that they have a third party person that's delivering the animal to you. Oh, red flag. You don't even see the breeder or the person that's getting the animal reclaimed or rehomed. Yeah, I see a lot of them actually ask for charges before you actually see anything or even talk to anybody. They ask for deposits to reserve an animal, and in the States, if the adoption fee is higher than $500, and you know, yeah, it says in most cases legitimate adoption fees are lower than that. That's, yeah, I think that's actually a good point. But unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of hard. Like there's all sorts of ways that these can actually pop up sometimes. There's actually, where's this one? Here. This one. I saw this from scambusters.org. Avoiding pet scams. Now it says the pet scams you need to know to basically help your pet and to protect your wallet, of course. Let's see. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so it says like how not to be a victim. So here are some of the examples that they have, and I thought it was really interesting. How can I, wait, just hold on. How can I control your sign, start biting and go berserk on us if we don't give him his treat? He's now 17 pounds. I think you have to break that cycle. Yeah, I think, is it because when he attacks you, what happens is that you give in and then you end up giving the treats. So it kind of encouraged that behavior. It's like, attack, give me treats, attack, give me treats. So they kind of know. Yeah, I think you probably have to show them, like, you know, it's not, this trick is not going to work. Because if it worked too many times, then basically, yeah, you're just kind of answering the request, right? So good. Okay, pet scam number 1. If you have placed an ad in the local paper about your lost pet, particularly if you offer a reward, you might get people who's calling you, who's saying that they found your pet. Okay, and basically that person wants like the reward in advance, and if you don't pay them, they'll threaten to harm your pet or put pressure on you so that you'll pay up. Wow, that's a tough one. Then how do you actually know if they have your pet? Like, what would you guys do? I want to know what you guys think. Say you lost your dog or lost your cat, right? And this person said, and you're like, you're already very destroyed losing a pet, and you're hoping you can get every single clue, every single connection you can to find your pet. And now there's somebody who wants the money before anything. How can you actually strike that balance between, I want to see my pet again, not sure if this guy's fake, you know, it's just all the emotions and everything. Like, how would you guys and girls, like, how would you handle that? That's actually a pretty tough one. So say I lost my cat, someone calls that he saw, say, gaw. How can I vet that person out? Well, if they're basically threatening me that they're going to hurt my animal, that wouldn't make sense, would it, in the first place? Like, if they're nice enough to find them, why would they want to hurt them? I thought they want to help. But how can I actually filter out that, you know, if this person's real or fake? Ask them to send a video over of my my pet. Call the police. Do you think they'll help? What do you think? What's the priority, like, that the police would actually place on such calls? I have no idea. And usually, I don't know if they'll take action right away. Yeah. But calling the police would be good. But in the meantime, like, what would you do? That's actually a very, very tough one. But yeah, Dominique, you're right. Yeah, calling the police would be a good idea. That's really tough. Yeah, I'll probably ask for a video first, and see, like, it's kind of hard for them to fake that, right? Okay, now pet scam number 2. Now, in response to an ad that's placed by you, you get a call from someone who claims to be a trucker who found your injured animal, and as he was driving through the area. Oh, and he claims that your pet needed vet care, which he has taken care and paid for, but he needs you to wire the money so he can pick your pet up and send it back with another trucker in the same company who's driving back your way. Wow. And of course, you'll not only need to wire the money, but give the scammer your name and address too. Oh, that's even more dangerous. Oh, geez, wow. Now, this is actually even more complex. What if I gave them like an address to, I don't know, like a gas station nearby or something? Who's driving back your way? In this case, I think calling the police would be quite effective in this one. But then again, are they really gonna? Yeah. Oh, you know what? If they said that my pet has been taken care of, I would probably ask, where did you take my cat or dog? Yeah, like which vet? I think I'd be able to call and trace. And if they can't provide it, then I'm not going to give them the money, because if that person is trying to blackmail me, they will do everything they can trying to get the money. And if that money matters so much to them, they'll try to give me, the name of the vet so that I can verify that that was my pet. Wow, this is actually pretty tricky. Now, pet scam number 3, you lost a pet. Your lost pet ad prompts a call from someone who claims to have found an animal that might be yours. In the process of exchanging descriptions, the caller might say that he found a different animal, not yours. He apologized for your loss and taking your time. This is set up in a short time. He uses the information he's gotten about your pet to have a second person call and claim that they actually found your pet. Oh, geez. Then he'll try to collect any reward money in advance. Wow, this is very tough. Wow. So I guess in these exchanges, you actually can't say anything about your pets in general, so that you don't give away too much information. Okay, now pet scam number 4, your lost pet ad prompts a call from someone who precisely describes your pet and wants to return it to claim the award. In reality, your pet has been stolen by this person who knew you and would run an ad. Well, number 4, I think that one is very tough. If it's from somebody that knows you, yeah, that would be super difficult. How do you prevent that? And plus, that person is going to act all nice and say, "Oh yeah, I found your pet," and then there you are thanking them. You'll probably never know that they actually just F you over, right? Right, Strawberry? Strawberry, right? Right, everyone say hi to my Strawberry. If you guys haven't read my community post, Strawberry, her liver have been getting back to normal. Yeah, I think so. A good Samaritan would not ask for money. A lot of these people would actually turn down the money. Yeah, and a lot of them actually know that we will do anything for our pets. Because they're our family. You're my family. Okay, this way. Yep, what was that? Well, you can trust people, but you just have to be careful. Okay, now pet scam number 5. In a bizarre twist, scammers also respond to found ads with the claim that you have found that you have found their pet. When you return a found pet, it might be destined for a death at a research facility. Geez, there are certainly other pet scams, but these ones are more insidious. In order to prevent these scammers from taking your money from harming your pet, there's things you can do. Make sure your pet is always properly licensed and tagged. Keep all your pet indoors in a secure yard or on a leash at all times. Yep. If you must place an ad, include only essential information. If you get a call from someone who claims to be out of state, ask them for a phone number where you can actually call them back. If the caller appears to be fishing for information, yep, then make them initiate the questions or comment about your pet's description. I think this applies to human scams as well. If you found a pet or someone who claims it belongs to them, before you return a pet, ask for some kind of documentation that the pet actually belongs to them. Ownership or breeding, yeah, or breeding papers, records from the vet, yeah, or even family photos. That's a good one. That is a good one. Wow. See, that's the thing. Like, I think this is a good wake-up call as well, because I know I will do anything for animals, but I just know that there's just way too many scams out there. And now, living in Asia for so long, I've actually have become more careful. Not that I don't help animals, I do, but I just have to be careful of the humans, that try to exploit them. Hey, Strawberry. Yeah. Okay. All right. Come here. Come on, girl. Okay, mommy loves you. Okay. Well, that was a hard kick when she kicks off my chest. Wow. Actually, I learned a lot from that one. What is it? There's actually some other ones. It's also like what is it? There's people that go like that on the internet, and what happens is that they take video of other people's injured animals and they claim that is the animals that they found, but it's not. Yeah, and they just use that footage or that picture and say, "Oh, this is like a hurt animal that we found. Oh, I'm starting like a what is it, like a donation drive or something," and they give you like a bank account or like a PayPal. I was like, "What the heck?" And the reason why I know about this one was because one of like in the old neighborhood where I was living, somebody's dog had to amputate a leg, but it wasn't because of an accident. It was because there was something wrong that they had to amputate it. And that person online took the amputation picture and wrote like a sad story, saying like the dog got like ran over by a car, and this person had to pay out of pocket. But I'm like, yeah, if you paid out of pocket, there would be receipts, wouldn't there? So yeah, obviously there's like no receipts, no stuff. And when like as time went on, it turned out the original owner actually didn't live too far away. So people started seeing the other dogs pictures on other dog groups. Is like people are like, okay, wait a minute, these look really similar. And then they found out it's like, okay, wait a minute, that dog belongs to somebody else. Hey, the crow, what up? What up? That's one thing that I actually wanted to ask you guys. There's Google reverse image search. I don't know if they have that for videos. It's kind of weird. I think if they do have that, yeah, I think that would be good for videos. Wait, okay, what's this one? 5 ways to spot a fake animal rescue video. Okay. This is, fake animal rescues. Wow. So in these videos, such as like monkey, dog, reptiles filmed to be the prey and is like being set upon by a large predator, such as like a snake or a crocodile, whatever. But it's just, this cruelty is set up just for entertainment. Who does that? Fake rescues include domesticated animals, chicken, ducks, puppies, cats, whatever. In several predator animals that are wild and exploited for entertainment and profit. 5 ways to spot a fake animal rescue video. Okay, let's see that. Look for any obvious signs of physical injury or harm, such as cuts, wound, or clipped wings, or behaviors that might imply the animal is stressed or in fear. Wow. So that means. So this is something that might be spotted on either predator or prey before the so-called attack. Check if the predator or prey in settings that you would not normally expect to find them in normal circumstances, such as a forest species out of open like scrubland. A species out in the open scrubland. That's right. Like, how do you find like a crocodile like in the middle of Hong Kong? It's true. Okay, see if the predator or prey animals demonstrate any atypical behavior during the attack, such as snakes loosely coiled around the prey, or the predator is responding in a timid way when the human intervenes with no attempt of escaping. Oh, so they're just kind of sitting there, and the human person is going there like, "Hey, I'll come save you." Huh. Okay, this one is too. When looking at multiple videos that's posted by the same channel, see if it actually appears in other channels. Oh, so that's like what I was saying earlier. Observe the human rescuer responds inappropriate. If the human rescuer responds inappropriately. Once the predator and prey have been separated, this could be holding the animals roughly in 2 separate hands, but then present them closely to each other or carry them away rather than keeping them at a safe distance apart. It's like, hey, I just rescued this chicken from this snake. Okay, all right, we're all good now. It's so weird. Yeah, sometimes the body doesn't lie. That is insane. Who does that? So that's some of the scams, that are to do with animals. It's so sad because animals don't share the same language as us, and there's just so many people who actually, exploit them, for whatever reasons. And just be more vigilant. But I'm gonna actually wrap up with a good story. I'm not gonna say who, but that person, you guys are actually watching my stream right now, and So one of you many years ago actually reached out to me and said that a cat was actually needing medical expenses because the roommate actually failed to have the money to take care of this cat, and the cat actually needed some stuff done. And I remember I PayPal'd to help this animal. I think it was like, can't remember. It was like quite a few hundred US dollars. And yeah, animals can't defend themselves, not against us. Too cunning here. And at that time, I can't remember if I got an invoice from the vet or whatnot. I remember I was speaking to the vet, and I paid. Did I pay the money to the vet? Or I can't remember what it was, but I wasn't actually expecting to get any money back. Or did I actually pay with my credit card? I can't remember. Or did they send me an invoice? It was so many years ago. And I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm not, it's not a lot of money. It's a few $100s. It is, but I don't think this person's going to pay me back. And so I'm like, okay, if I got scammed, I got scammed. But this person was watching my channel and explicitly, wrote to me and reached out and said needed help. And I was like, okay, you know what, let's just take a stab at it. I already made plans that, this might be a scam. This cat doesn't exist. This person's so-called roommate doesn't exist. And guess what? A few years later, this person paid me back every single penny. So I want to say there's good people out there who genuinely want to help animals. But you just, either you just have to be careful or just sometimes take a leap of faith, but it's something that you can afford to lose. It's just that, like, sometimes we can't, even with the most protection, I may not be able to protect myself from all possible scams or fraudsters. And I took a leap of faith in that case. And I was like, you know what? If it didn't work out, it didn't work out, right? But if that few $100s actually, saved another animal, or at least tried to, my job is done, right? And so I did. And thank you. You know who you are, and you're right here watching. So I just want to say, very good on you. I really wasn't expecting you to pay me back. So I just want to say that speaks a lot about who you are as a person, and thank you. And we've been actually what is it, we've been in touch, I think, since the beginning of my channel till now. So this person I'm talking about have been actually I think a subscriber since, I think, maybe 2018, 2017. So good on you, everyone. Virtual round of applause for this person that I'm not going to name, who's in the chat right now. So good job. And in the meantime, you guys, if you have any sharings, share away. If you have any questions, ask away. As I mentioned earlier at the beginning of my video, I did get a new mic. I'm just learning how to use this as it doesn't work on phone calls, but I don't know how it goes with like live streaming and stuff. So I have to put that to test. I'm going to watch the replay, but I'll have to do that separately because I don't have internet at home right now. Yeah. So I'm going to have to suffer another day without internet. I know. Dominique, thanks. Clap, 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 clap. Zara. Yep. Clap. And I didn't know that this was actually a clap too. Like, if you have any friends or if you have any classmates, workmates that are autistic, this is actually the way to clap. If you have friends that are autistic, so that it doesn't make them nervous with the noise. I thought this is really cute. So this is cute. So now we can actually clap like this. Good. I should actually turn it into like a GIF. All right. So that's that, you guys. I hope you guys found this useful, in terms of the scams. There's still good people out there. There's still, there's always a lot of animals that need help. If anything, verify. If trying to help animals, try to help to, that's also clapping in sign language? Really? Ah, that's so cute. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. And I think for me, the rule of thumb is if it's something that I can afford to lose, or if it's something that I can pay directly to the vet, that would help. Yeah, yeah. But sometimes still have to take a little bit of leap in faith. So leap of faith. So yeah. So that's that. And also hello. Oh, that's so cool. I want to learn sign language one day. Okay. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna take off right now. So because my legs are going numb. Hopefully next time I will have some luck with this video mic. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna play around with it. So you guys, thanks for coming in. I will see you guys in the next couple days. In the meantime, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't seen my recent videos, especially the one when I recovered the cat that's nearby, that's just a few videos ago. Check it out. If you guys have been enjoying my shorts, also give a thumbs up. Yep. All right. Take care, you guys. Have a good one. Stay well.